We are the Cool Kids, sponsored by Bacon, Egg, and Cheese, the podcast. Make sure you check it out. If you're a gamer, then you're familiar with the Fallout franchise. They just released a season on Amazon Prime. Now, the season is only 8 episodes, but you get to see perspectives from different characters. Now, I'm not going to tell you everything that takes place in season 1, but spoiler warnings. I give season 1 an 8.5 out of 10. It definitely lived up to the hype in the video game. The main character of Fallout season 1 to me has to be Lucy. If you really think about it while watching season 1 of Fallout, she has ties to every person. Now, Lucy has spent her whole entire life living underground inside of a vault because of radiation on the surface. Pay attention to these vaults because they give a backstory on how they were created. They're important. The radiation was created by different organizations trying to cleanse the world by dropping bombs. You think about this is very scary because this really could happen in real life. Also in season 1, we get introduced to a character named Maximus and his backstory. He is inside of an army called the Brotherhood, and you get to see his struggles and his highs and his lows. Now, let me just say this. I love his character development inside of season 1. It is amazing. Also in season 1, you get to meet a character named Cooper. He's actually an actor, but he transitions into something else during the season. He becomes a ghoul because of the radiation, and apparently he is over 200 years old. Now, bullets cannot stop this guy. You can really not kill this guy. He is a gunslinger, and he's taking out everybody. The next character that you get to meet, her name is Madiver. She's like the villain of the story. But this is where it gets tricky. She actually is not the villain of the story. She's trying to stop everything. You know that saying that there's always 2 sides to a story? You definitely need to hear her side. But this is what has everybody confused. Her character in season 1 is actually over 200 years old. The reason why Coop is over 200 years old is because he is a ghoul, but what about her? Now, if you're watching the season play out, then you know that she's over 200 years old because we get to see her interact with Coop right before the bombs drop. She's actually trying to stop everything. Also, another clue that she's over 200 years old is Vault 4 is worshiping her like a god. Now, this created a lot of questions if you're watching season 1 because how is it possible that she's that old? Okay, so after watching, this is just my theory that she was put in some kind of cryo chamber. Honestly, that's the only theory that makes sense unless she has some type of superpower we don't know about. That's my review of Fallout Season 1. If you haven't seen it, make sure you go see it on Amazon Prime.